We're talking the Deuter Kid Comfort child carrier backpack today. I got my guy Maddox in the back here. Maddox, 3 years old, weighs about 36 pounds. With him on my back, this is very, very comfortable. The maximum suggested load for this pack here is 24 kilograms or about 52 pounds. We're gonna go over this in 3 separate parts. The first part we're gonna go over is what I'm gonna call the parent section, or the harness, and just the part that's gonna be carrying the load on your back. First thing I'm gonna say about the harness is it's very, very adjustable. You can adjust this for pretty much anybody of almost any body size. Like, there is tons of extra strapping on the hip belt here. The hip belt comes out really wide. It's got a fully adjustable torso. So you've got this little red flap in the back. You lift that up and then you pull this tab down and you can adjust the height of the shoulder straps. And looking at the back panel here, Deuter has what they call their Air Comfort back panel. It's like one of those suspended mesh trampoline backs like you see in a lot of the Osprey backpacks. Very, very comfortable, promotes a lot of ventilation underneath. So you get about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of separation from the back of the bag and your back. The shoulder straps are very, very padded, very comfortable. You've got load lifters as well for pulling that load and securing it closer to your body. Like the hip belt, there is tons of extra strap on the shoulder straps. Maddox has some sweet glasses going on here. We just finished Halloween a couple weeks ago. He's got some Halloween glasses he's showing off. Okay, look out, buddy, we gotta show up the hip belt. Can you move out of the way? You've got a very firm, very padded, very comfortable hip belt. This is my first time owning a Deuter backpack, and I will say the suspension and load carrying capacity of this backpack is insane. It is insanely comfortable. I've had Maddox in this pack as well as about 10 pounds of gear. I was really trying to push close to that 50-pound limit, and it was very, very comfortable. I mean, obviously carrying 50 pounds is not the most comfortable thing to do, but it did carry very, very comfortable. That's the primary thing when it comes to the harness and load carrying capacity of this backpack. Very comfortable, will definitely give you the ability to carry your child plus a little bit of extra gear on your trip. And the hip belts also have pockets on them, which is very handy to have if you're into hip belt pockets. They are a good size. You can fit most cell phones inside there and a bunch of snacks and stuff like that. For storage on the bag, like I previously mentioned, you've got 2 hip belts, one on either side. On the left-hand side, so when you're wearing the bag on your left-hand side, right at the side of the pack here, there is a zipper up the side, and you've got a storage pocket. It's not super big. I honestly don't know exactly what this is for. My assumption would be for a water bladder, or just some kind of quick stash items. You could throw some diapers and stuff in the bottom here if you needed to in a little dry bag. But that is storage that you've got on the side there. On the side of the Kid Comfort, on the child carrier portion, you've got these stretchy mesh pockets. There's one on either side. What I like these for is snacks for my 3-year-old when I'm carrying him in here. So he'll usually have his water bottle in one side and then a couple snacks in the other side. You could use that for anything, honestly. I mean, if you're carrying a younger kid, that's not gonna be, grabbing a water bottle and that kind of thing. You could stash some of your own gear in there. But that is what I'm using these side pockets here for, is just storage for the kids, whatever they want to carry. And then on the very back, you've got another stretchy mesh pocket. That has got quite a bit of room, a nice little pocket for storing gear on the outside of the bag, rain jackets, stuff like that, stuff you're going to want nice, easy access to. And then you have a zippered storage pocket on the bottom. So this pocket here is where most of your gear will go. I don't know the exact size of this storage pocket. I actually didn't write that down, but if I can find that, I will pop it up on the screen for you. When we take the baby out, we use this for diaper bag type of stuff. So on a backpacking trip, that's what we would use that for as well. In terms of storage, one thing I wish this bag had was some daisy chain or just points on here dedicated for attaching additional gear. My primary focus is backpacking. That's my love and my passion. So taking my kids out on overnight backpacking trips, just the ability to get a little bit more gear on here would be nice. Obviously there's straps and buckles and stuff like that on the bag. So there is the ability to store extra gear and slash extra gear on here if you need to, but you're gonna have to be a little bit creative. Well, the 3-year-old had no interest in filming the part that I was hoping he would help me film, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. But we're gonna get into the child portion or the kid carrier portion of the bag. First thing is you've got a kickstand. This slides in and out, so when you set it down on the ground, you know, you can set it down, you can put your kid in and out, the kid can climb in, or, you know, if you've got a younger kid, you can place them in, the bag's not gonna tip over. It is very stable. You know, I have my 3-year-old in there with the kickstand and it holds him just fine, so really nice to have. It does collapse in when you put the backpack on, so you can pull that a little bit tighter to your body and it's not hanging out, banging on trees and stuff when you're hiking by. I probably should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but Deuter does recommend using a backpack like this for a child that's about 9 months old or a child that can sit up independently. My daughter just turned 5 months old and she's just starting to sit independently, so we've had her in the bag a couple times to test it out and she seems to really enjoy it. One of the things that makes this very comfortable for a child is the amount of padding that is on the inside. You open it up and you see like you've got padding on the chest, padding on the back, really nice padded shoulder straps. Everything in here is fully adjustable. The shoulder straps go up and down. You can adjust the seat height. So like I had mentioned, you know, using this for my 5-month-old daughter and my 3-year-old son, this is fully adjustable and works for the two of them, which is really nice. When your child is inside, there is a ton of different straps to secure and lock your kid in so they're not going to fall and topple out. You've got this strap here, which is also connected to the shoulder strap. So this holds onto the side of your child. And then you've got the actual shoulder strap here, which holds their shoulders in place so it stops them from falling out the top. And then you've also got these big padded pieces on the side here. When this closes off, this just seals them in completely on the side. And then like I mentioned before with the storage, it gives them access to their little water bottle pocket on the side here. An awesome feature if you have younger kids is this fully removable washable chin pad. This is really soft. It's like a fuzzy material, so it'll be nice and cozy up against their cheeks. With my daughter, she's fallen asleep in the carrier with me a few times. You know, it's really cute seeing her little cheek rest up against here when she's napping away. Having this washable is really nice. Like I said, especially if you've got young kids. My 5-month-old loves to drool, so as we get her out in the pack more, I am sure we're going to be washing this thing after almost every trip with her. You've also got a set of stirrups on either side, and there's 2 different attachment points. So right here, I've got the stirrup on the lower attachment point, and then there's a higher one here, so if you're using a smaller child, you can raise the height of the stirrups. Those are really nice, just, you know, gives your kid's foot a spot to rest so their feet aren't just dangling. And, you know, just my son seems to really like it, so having the stirrups there is really nice. And like I said, they are adjustable, so you can adjust those for younger kids as well if you've got those. The Kid Comfort also comes with a sun canopy, so for those sunny days, get a little bit of sun off your kid's head. It's very easy to install. It's got these 2 little rigid bars at the back. They slide into the back of the bag, and then you've got 2 little buckles that clip onto the front. And an extra that you can pick up that goes in conjunction with the sun cover is an optional rain cover. Very easy to install. It just goes over top of the sun cover, gives a ton of rain protection. It's got these little windows here on the side that covers this side here so your kid can see out. They are completely covered and sealed off from the rain. Really nice feature to have. This is an extra to pick up, but this is one of those extras that I definitely suggest picking up if you plan on hiking in any kind of adverse weather whatsoever. Doesn't add a whole lot of weight, packs up really small, and for me, this just permanently lives inside the backpack. And that pretty much goes over all the features and details on the Deuter Kid Comfort. In my testing so far, after having this for a couple months, I will say that it is extremely comfortable. My fiance and I have both used this with each of the kids. Kids are very comfortable in the backpack. We're very comfortable carrying them in the backpack. It's really cool for the kid because they're raised up higher, so they're seeing things from a different perspective that they're not necessarily used to. And as the parent, I can tell you, the conversations you have with your kid when they're on your back and just the things that you just hear them babbling on about when you're out in nature is really cool. I have absolutely loved that aspect of it, and that's one thing I didn't even really take into consideration when I thought about getting one of these kid carrier bags, is just the connection with my kids when I'm carrying them out in nature and doing that kind of thing. Just, you know, hearing the things that they have to say and the things that they want to talk about and the conversations they want to have. That is really cool, and I absolutely love that. Now, if there's any questions that you have regarding the Deuter Kid Comfort that I haven't mentioned in this video, please drop them in the comments for me. I'd love to help you guys out with any questions. Even if it's years after this video has come out, please drop me questions. I will do my absolute best to come back and help you guys with any questions on the Kid Comfort that I can answer for you. Obviously, this is going to be something that's going to be used quite a bit with us going forward. The plan is to have both my kids out on a backpacking trip this coming summer. So obviously my daughter is going to be riding in here, so very excited for that. I've got to give a big thanks to ROI Recreation for helping out and making this video possible. ROI Recreation is the Canadian distributor for Deuter backpacks, as well as a bunch of other amazing brands. Link in the description box down below where you can check out all of their gear and possibly a Deuter Kid Comfort for yourself. As always, guys, I am Maddie. Thank you so dang much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.